What's good, Black Star Podcast? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Jared. Yeah, so today we're gonna be looking at a video from Average Man Unplugged. Shout out to Rome. Ladies and gentlemen, this topic of discussion is really something. And KS told us this was gonna happen. Winter is here. Look at this.
So I don't know who needs to hear this, but women are allowed to be broke. Yep, I said it. It's men that are not allowed to be broke. It's you men that are not allowed to be broke. And the only men that are going to have a problem with what I'm saying are broke men, stingy men, and men that are not providers. This whole what does a woman bring to the table debacle, that's why I never understood why a woman would be offended when a man calls her broke when she asks him for money. Like, duh, I'm supposed to be broke. I'm supposed to be a damsel in distress, dummy. You're never going to know how much money I make, if I make any at all. Because bottom line, a man that got money ain't checking for a woman who got money. A man that is secure in his finances is not checking to see what old girl is bringing to the table.
Says a chick that's probably broke herself and probably got to work a job just to either afford her bills. Because anybody with a mindset like this, nobody's really dealing with them
Financially.
Shut up, bitch!
If she's bringing up financial problems to you, it sounds like she's poor. Because why aren't your problems on auto pay? It sounds like there's no inheritance on that side. Instead, you're about to inherit a lot of problems.
You're broke! You're fucking poor!
No one is talking about how if you live in this economy, this day and age, and you are single and you pay all your bills yourself, don't have no help, you a badass. Because, baby, the price tag is high over here.
Welcome to being an adult. Y'all act like that's the hardest thing in the world. Yes, it is, but here's the problem. A lot of y'all choose to be broke.
I have 3 jobs and I'm still struggling.
I am so tired of living my life in survival mode because despite having 2 college degrees and making close to $80,000 a year, I still cannot keep up with the cost of living.
I am 48 years old and I am broke. When I say broke, I mean $0 broke, no money. And I am burnt out to the core.
You know what I've learned ever since becoming homeless? Nobody cares. Nobody cares.
I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care. Let me tell you something. We don't care. You're broke! You're fucking poor! You need a man.
Yeah. Oh man. Anyway, without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it.
I have 3 jobs and I'm still struggling. I am a teacher. I tutor after school. I just got through with one of my tutoring sessions actually, and I also make content. I have 1 full-time job with full benefits and then 2 part-time / contract jobs, and I am still struggling. The solution is not to get a 4th job. There's something wrong with this world. Something has got to give to where we live in a world where people can work multiple jobs and they're still struggling. What does that say? Like, the solution isn't you need another job or you're just lazy and you don't want to work. We're working multiple jobs. What more do we have to do in order to live comfortably in this world? I think it's ridiculous. I still have 3 jobs and I am still struggling. Here's why. I do not make $60,000 a year. Not even with 3 jobs. I have a full-time job, a part-time job, and a contract job. And I do not make $60,000 a year. All 3 of those jobs combined, I am not touching $60,000 a year. When you put that into perspective of what the cost of living is like, that is why I have 3 jobs and I'm still struggling. I can pay my bills on time, but can I do much other than that? No. I think someone told me to hustle. If I have 3 jobs, doesn't that mean I'm hustling? Or maybe I'm mistaken. Do you think that I'm afraid of working? I'm not lazy. So I don't like that. I don't like those comments. That rubs me the wrong way.
Well, it looks to me, it sounds like you got three options. You can either try to find a line of work that pays more, cut back on your cost of living, or
You need a man like you never knew before because
Winter is coming.
winter is coming. See that? Winter is coming.
but by the look of that weave, and just her overall look, my gut tells me that she probably is expecting a man to come through and take over 100% of her finances, and that's the problem right there. So she says she's not even touching 60 and she's working 3 jobs. Well, considering most men on average make more than women, I'm pretty sure she wouldn't have a hard time finding a man that makes that same amount or maybe a little bit more, and they can build together and she wouldn't have to struggle as much. But my gut tells me that she's the type of woman that wouldn't want to do that, and that's part of the problem.
Honestly, the way that a lot of these women are living their lives is reckless because ain't nobody that's got something worth losing sitting here talking about, oh, I'd rather be single. Now, they've propped this position up so much so to the point where a lot of them are broke. I don't understand how, but it's just true. Ladies, y'all need to stop sitting here and lying to yourselves saying that y'all don't need a man when in fact y'all do. It's not worth you going broke over. It's really not.
I'm so tired of living my life in survival mode because despite having 2 college degrees and making close to $80,000 a year, I still cannot keep up with the cost of living. I still cannot afford all of my bills every month and have to live paycheck to paycheck. I think that's absolutely ridiculous. I am sacrificing my mental health, my time, and my energy to take care of people in their most vulnerable moments, and a lot of the time they do not make it. At the very least, I should be able to pay my bills. And for anyone who's thinking, oh, well, you shouldn't have chose that job, somebody has to do it. And you know damn well if your loved one was critically ill, you would want somebody to take care of them, right? Something has to give. I cannot keep doing this.
See, this is exactly why I keep telling you guys, these women are either broke or they are just very financially irresponsible. How on God's green earth are you making $80K a year and you still broke, still struggling? Now the shorty that got 3 jobs and she's not even touching 60K, that's one thing, but 80K, like, does she not realize most people in the United States aren't even making 80K? Like, I think the average income in America for people is somewhere between 50 and 60. You're making 80 and you still living paycheck to paycheck. You still broke, still can't save any money. And I don't know if y'all know. Well, I did kind of bring that up because that woman who says she's working 3 jobs, I'm like, you can't be too broke with that blonde weave in your hair. I know that was expensive. But as you can see, this woman here wearing her natural hair short. From what I can tell, probably she don't look like she's probably spending a... Oh my God. I'm trying to understand because in my mind, I've always said to myself, like, Lord, if I can make somewhere between 70, 80, or 100, I would be comfortable by myself. These women, you got women out here making 80K a year and they struggling.
And the reason why a lot of these women are making, some of these women are making 80K a year and struggling is because they don't know how to budget. They don't. A lot of women don't know how to budget. You talk to a woman about budgeting, she gonna look at you like you're crazy. Tell a woman not to go to them Ulta and not buy that makeup that she's saying that she needs that she don't really need. And let me know how that shit gonna go. Cause I can tell you right now, that shit probably gonna end up being you getting cussed out and told to get the fuck out.
You're not gonna sit over here and tell me it's the cost of living. No, you're trying to keep up with the Joneses, and you're not being financially responsible. See, the reason why I think a lot of these women scream provider and a man that's financially stable is because a lot of these women aren't stable themselves financially.
I am 48 years old and I am broke. When I say broke, I mean $0 broke, no money. And I am burnt out to the core. And I'm done living like this. I have worked in group homes and nonprofits for over 25 years now. I've poured my heart into my job, gave it everything I got, but I'm burnt out. I don't have any more to give. Between rising costs, bills, broken appliances, I hit my breaking point. I knew I had to try something different. If you're at your breaking point, comment enough.
You commenting enough is not gonna help you. You may be 48 and burnt out, but that's due to your life's choices. I'm posting that below. But ladies, let's be honest here. A lot of y'all pick the positions that y'all are in, and then y'all be mad about the consequences. I'm sorry to tell you this, but everybody knows that in today's economy, you can't sit here and say you don't need a man because everybody need help. Even men need help. Don't matter if you're making 60, 70, 80, 90,000. It doesn't matter. Everybody needs help. A lot of women sit here and prop themselves up like they're doing their big one because they don't ask for no help. Meanwhile, these people are still struggling. Let's be honest. A lot of people are struggling nowadays. A lot of people can't afford the fucking bills they got. A lot of people can't afford the car payments they got. Hence to why so many people are struggling and are out here angry because they cannot fund their lifestyles. A lot of people cannot afford their lifestyles, and then they're going all over the world, propping themselves up like they got all this fucking money, and they're broke. You got people out here literally financing a lifestyle. And the fact of the matter is that when people finance their lifestyles, the only thing it does is it puts them into a even worse position. Yeah. But anyways, like, share, subscribe, channel, support the podcast at Spot.com. I will catch you guys on the flip side. Thank you guys for listening. Bye, guys.